So we're here for Werribee TV at Avalon Airport Oval on the back of a tough loss against the Northern Blues on Sunday, but one player who stood up through it all, as he often does, so often does, down in defence, was the captain, Michael Sodomaco. Sod's pretty tough result, and must be a real come down after the high of the Essendon game the week before.
Yeah, a week's a long time in footy, isn't it? Yeah, it was. It was a disappointing game, but credit to Northern Blues. They really came at us and clearly came to play pretty hard contested game of footy, so they thoroughly deserved their win. But we're certainly disappointed with aspects of our game, which does make it a bit of a disappointing result.
They brought a real physicality to the contest, and their tackling numbers were really good. Probably one of the few sides to out-tackle you this year, but it's spilled over a few times as well. It was a pretty fiery contest at times.
It was, yeah. So they out-tackled us, which is something we sort of pride ourselves on. So again, credit to Northern Blues for that. It got a little bit fiery at times, which isn't always a bad thing, but they probably handled it a little bit better than us, so we'll learn from it.
There wouldn't have been too many times you'd have topped the goal kicking for your side as a defender. Probably unfair to the Blues to say that you kicked yourselves out of the game and not acknowledge the good parts that they brought to their game, but you certainly didn't help your cause.
No, it didn't help our cause, and I missed a sitter as well, so I'm not free from that criticism. But yeah, I actually kicked both those goals playing in the midfield, so I can't claim it as a defender, unfortunately. But yeah, look, I suppose it's one of those things. It's nice to get on the score sheet every now and then, remember what it feels like.
It was a good game from you. Won a lot of the footy, tackling hard, got a few marks in there as well. It had a feel of rolling up your sleeves and trying to get the job done after what had been a pretty frustrating first half, particularly the way you're able to push forward and kick those goals. Yeah,
I guess at times my performance went a little bit patchy this year, so it was, I don't know how much it was due to the situation we found ourselves in during the game, or whether the stars sort of aligned and it all kind of just clicked for me a little bit. But yeah, I found a little bit of the ball. There was a fair bit of it in the last quarter in sort of dead time, so I won't read too much into it. But yeah, I suppose it's nice to. It certainly makes a disappointing week a little bit easier, knowing that you've at least played well, I suppose, is the best way to put it.
Milestone game for Matty Munro, his 50th VFL game, and I thought he was one of the other bright spots. Just the one goal himself, but as he has done for a lot of the year, a lot of scoring assists and helping other guys find the way to go.
Yeah, he's a ripper little munch, so I'm hoping it's his 50th game. I hope he sticks around and plays a lot more. I think he's just on the cusp of being one of the premier small forwards in the comp, and I tell him all the time that he's a bloody hard bloke to match up on. He's got speed, strength, agility, all those really tough attributes to try and to negate as a defender. And once he sort of puts all the pieces of the puzzle together, I suppose, and really just continues to work at his game and hone his craft, he's going to be a really, really good player for the club for a long time, hopefully.
The club providing another opportunity for a young TAC Cup player to make their debut and get a taste of VFL footy in young Jake Riccardi down back. How'd you see his performance?
Yeah, it's a great effort by Rico. It's not an easy task we set him. A young kid, straight out of TAC Cup, 18. I think he turns 19 late this year, I think. So I think he's even quite a young 18-year-old. And yeah, stuck him at fullback and said, here you go, guard one of the key forwards and see how you go. And it's fantastic. So it's a great effort. Hopefully, obviously there's a bit to play out with the draft and everything for him, obviously being the TAC Cup. But look, hopefully it's not his only game for the club for sure.
Not many harder tasks in VFL footy, much like their AFL equivalents, than travelling to Punt Road to take on Richmond. What do you need to do to turn things around?
I think we just need to really just bring the energy. Keep things pretty simple. I don't think footy's too complex of a game, and sometimes we overcomplicate it with too many tactics and things like that. But if we bring the right attitude and effort and all those kind of buzzwords, hopefully we can defend really well, turn the ball over, and then off the back of that, sometimes it becomes a little bit easier to move the ball. So yeah, we'll just take it up to them, leave it all out there and see how we go.
So it's bad luck on the result, but well done in your game, and good luck against Richmond on the weekend.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.